Hello. Oh, hello. If you've been watching my videos for some time, you know that I do 3 things per video. Number 1, I do an indoor shot, outdoor shot, and then a main event, whether that be another indoor, outdoor. For this week though, I had a lot of ideas. I had the whole thing planned out. I knew where to go, when to go, and what to do there. But when I went to all those places, the plans that I had did not happen. It was either too crowded or the sun wasn't right. And I started to get a little stressed out because I wanted to do a lot of things, but nothing really happened. So instead of coming up with another video idea, I thought, why not just get my mind off of it and go with the flow? Go somewhere for breakfast, bring my camera, see what happens, go for coffee, see what happens, and just go with the flow. One thing you might have noticed is that I don't really shoot film anymore. I used to in the past, but I realized it takes me such a long time to finish a roll that by the time I finish the roll and get it developed, all the photos are a little too old. Digital is a lot easier for me and it's more convenient. I'm bringing this up because this photo is something I would love to shoot on film. The way this looks right now, the composition, the lighting, and everything, this would be such a great film photo. The person by the window kept looking at my camera, and I think the longer I stayed there, pointing my camera at the window slash her, the more she would have stared at my camera. So I had to be quick. I don't know if her looking at me is making the photo a little more interesting. I can't really tell. Because I didn't want to think too much about what I was taking photos of, I figured I would go to places that I'm familiar with. This cafe is one of them. Every time I go here, I get an interesting photo or two. But on this day, because of this table with a lot of people, the view that I wanted wasn't clear. There is nothing to this picture. I wanted to see if I can get a photo of someone walking across the street or just simply passing by the cafe. Clearly, nothing happened, but this picture would have been interesting if a cyclist passed by or there was someone walking across the street to enter the cafe. Just simply adding an extra element to this picture. I photographed downtown LA a number of times, but something I never got to do was to photograph these people outside of all the jewelry stores. Sometimes they're security guards, sometimes they're just workers. I always wanted to get photos of them, but I was kind of scared. I always thought they would say no photos or why are you taking photos of me / my storefront? But on this day, I just wanted to take photos of whatever I wanted to. I didn't have a goal, I simply wanted to take photos. So I went for it. I wish the car wasn't there. One of the ladies is wearing hot pink. The shirt matching the building, I thought that would be a really good photo. But the car entered my frame, and because of the morning traffic, I couldn't get clean pictures of the ladies only. Not to mention, the car is blocking the shadow that's being casted on the street. So imagine this picture, minus the cyclist, insert those ladies instead. I thought I could do something with this light. Right in between the shadows of the building and the trees, I thought I could photograph someone walking in between. But when I did get a picture of someone in between those two, it just looked like I took photos of blobs. It didn't turn out the way I wanted to, so I thought I would wait for someone to show up and see what happens. I mean, it's just a photo, there's nothing to write home about, it's just a photo. Something you might have noticed is that I love taking photos of storefronts, all the facades. And because of the light, I wanted to get a clean picture of the building here. But that car didn't move for a long time, and it ended up ruining my plans. A few minutes after I got there, I noticed these two people sitting outside and having coffee together. Imagine them with the facade. I feel like that's a very me picture. But again, the car didn't move. I still wanted to get a photo of them, so I ended up crossing the street and got this. And speaking of wanting to do something fun with lights a few minutes ago, I wanted to capture two people per light circle, triangle, lights. Instead of two, I got one person, and because I was able to photograph her in the light on the right, I also wanted to get her in the light on the left. But as I waited, the person that I wanted to photograph didn't come into the light. I was only looking at my camera screen, so I didn't know what was happening. I decided to up my exposure to see what was happening, and it turns out she was fixing her shoe. This, I think, would have been such a good picture if she was doing this in the light.